if you could, would you want to buy everything from online, order whatever you wanted from either online, or pretty much never have to go out and you can just either through computer, phone, or whatever, find it, locate it, purchase it, and then get it delivered directly to your house?
Not with everything.
What would you want to like physically go to get?
Would have to be stuff that I can't eyeball sizing wise.
I think you could almost eyeball everything. I mean, you can get it wrong, obviously.
Yeah,
like shirts and pants. You
at
can
least like with like limited edition stuff, clothing wise. Because I'm back in this like weird phase where I'm not a large, but I'm not a medium.
Okay.
So like teeter-totter back and forth on which sizes I can buy right now. Because I used to be in between extra large and large, but now like all the clothes I have extra large just look really big on me.
Mm-hmm.
And for a while, large was like fitting nice.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's starting to get to that point where if I get something large, it just looks like I'm trying to dress baggy.
So you don't want to look like you trying to dress baggy, so you rather get the medium, but sometimes the medium don't fit. So
medium
then you're like,
like too tight and it looks like a schmedium. So and I'm just like, I'm not trying to look like that either.
I'd say just stick with the large until the large looks so baggy that you're like, okay, now I have to go to a medium.
Like, yeah, I guess. But that's just like a once in a while thing. I don't buy shirts all the time.
Have you read Ready Player One? Or seen the movie?
Read it? No. Seen the movie? No.
Ready Player One?
So no.
Oh, okay. 'Cause you said Reddit. I was like, Reddit.
No, I haven't. Hold on. Before we move on. One thing for sure, I always have to go get in person would be pants. Because there's no pants made the same. Even if you get the same brand, same style, they're never the same cut. So that's one thing I always have to go, and it's like a trial. I have to try them on. Because I'll get like 2 pairs of the same size, exact same pair, and they'll both fit differently. So I have to get the one that fits as close to how I want it, and then I have to go get them tailored.
So with pants, what I would do is just get one size larger and get the stretchy pants. So regardless if they're fitted, then whatever, they're loose, and if they're loose, then whatever, I'll put a belt. And if they're stretchy, even better. Then I go around all of that. And then I only brought the Ready Player One because in that universe, there's the main character and civilization has gotten to the point where you just order everything online, and he's gotten so invested into the game / tournament that's going on in the virtual world that in the real world he eventually gets isolated, and he's at the point where he has 0 human contact. All the food he gets, for reasons in the story, he gets really paranoid where he has a double chamber apartment, meaning that if Uber was to come to his house, they have to go into a chamber first, into like a little locked vault, I guess. First, the first door opens, they go in, it closes, and they drop their stuff. The door behind him opens, he gets out, it closes again, it gets scanned, everything gets checked, double checked, and rechecked 3-4 different times with lasers and scanners to make sure that the items that he ordered are the items that he's receiving.
Right.
And when it's all confirmed, then the door that's closed, that's on the inside where his apartment is, then that one opens and he gets it and brings it in. So he has 0 human contact. That's how he gets his food, toilet supplies, everything that he needs gets delivered straight to wherever he's living. And then he just goes into the oasis or the virtual world that he's in.
Do you remember when we went to the gun range out near Van Nuys? The Van Nuys airport?
By the hideout. The hideaway?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we had to, like, we were in the main lobby, and in order to get into the actual range, we had to go into a door, like into this little room. So you open it, we'd walk in, and we would have to wait for that door to close in order for us to open the next door to get into the range.
Exactly like that.
Sick.
Just like that, except they're big steel doors. Yeah. Or the way that the book explains, they're like big steel secure doors that are meant to they're meant to take heavy damage, even an explosion he's really paranoid that there are people trying to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's very paranoid. Yeah, the only thing is he does become like the typical gamer who like never leaves.
Uh-huh.
Like he really becomes that. But it's weird because he so there's always a girl involved that how should I say it, took advantage of this young lad, broke his heart, and then he gets overweight, and then he gets ripped. He starts to get shredded because, and he does it so he could game longer. So in order for him,
for his stamina,
actually yes. So the suit that he buys, because they're so advanced, and he gets sponsorships because pretty much he has this suit that fits onto his body perfectly and that can mimic his actual movements. And generally, like, the movements that he does, they're not like, have you ever seen where you can play like a gun game and you're on a treadmill, like commercials on TV or something, and there's people like on a treadmill kind of like holding the gun, and like that shit looks exhausting. But what he has is something that's kind of suspending him, where he could kind of motion the movements, but he doesn't actually get tired. Like, he's not really doing the movements. So he's building his stamina. So when he does heavy movements, his character can replicate them almost to a T. And he doesn't do them often. It's only when he's in serious battle. So then he needs a stamina. And he also needs it for gaming for like long hours of time and having the concentration and focus that he needs. So after the breakup, he does get in shape, and he doesn't do it because of the breakup, but that is a big like push that gets him to do it. And the gaming, the competition / what his goal is also, it's also a big reason why he did it for that.
Isn't it a shame that it takes a breakup for us lads to get into shit?
Yeah, pretty much not some dramatic event, that or a health scare or something dramatic that pushes you.
Yeah,
that is common, right? Though people, I know it's kind of like a joke / meme where people break up and then they get in shape, but I guess that actually does happen, eh? Wait, so then in your previous breakups, have you gotten in shape right after that?
I think I've only had like one legit bad breakup.
Did you get in shape after that?
It took a while because I think that's when it was mid recovery from knee surgery. So even if I wanted to get swole, I couldn't. But I was when I was in the worst shape of my life. And then shortly after, I turned into this fine specimen that sits next to me. But I mean, I guess it has a part. That's a part of it. But mainly the majority of it is I was just fed up with being unable to move.
You mean like you got... Yeah, what do you mean unable to move?
Because I was recovering from knee surgery, so I was in a locked brace where I could only have my foot or my leg straight. And then just getting the strength back into my quads and my hamstrings and stuff was a very uphill battle. Couldn't really drive myself anywhere. I had to depend on a lot of people to, get ready for the day because I couldn't put my own socks on because I couldn't bend my knee.
Oh, that's true.
So getting in and out of cars was a bitch. Yeah, just immobility was very frustrating because I'm used to just being like, all right, well, I gotta go here, so plates. Yeah, and I couldn't do that, and it's very frustrating to have that taken away from you. And it was like temporary, So I can't even imagine if it was like permanent and stuff.
Yeah, I've only felt that with my back, where I've kind of like, it's almost like you don't know how important your leg was, or like how complicated the motion is to like actually just like even bend your leg to put on your sock until you can't do it. And then you're like, fuck, this shit's fucking hard, and you're struggling. I felt that with my back when I injured it. I don't know how. I think I injured it because I was cutting. I was hunched over in an awkward position for like hours because I was cutting something for an architecture project. And I remember there was a point where I just felt like like something shifted out of place, where I felt like a sharp pain, and it's never gone away.
Nah, damn.
It only feels like less worse, but never recovered, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I strengthen my thighs and pretty much the area around my back, the thighs and my stomach, then I feel it less. But once I started like gain weight or just those areas get weaker, then I feel the pain more during the mornings or during like intense exercises. Oh yeah, there was a point where I couldn't I had to keep my back straight like this because it kind of hurt to move it forward or backward. Similar to when you get armbarred. You know when you get armbarred really bad and you can't like bend it?
Mm-hmm.
I felt that on my back where I couldn't bend it.
Ooh.
So if if the top part, this was my head, then my back would be here. And then like imagine my legs were here. I felt like I was like this and I couldn't do this. Like I was just stuck like this. And then eventually as like the days went on slowly, I was able to like slowly move until I could finally move it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just annoying.
Damn, you never like went to a chiropractor or rolled out your back?
So my healthcare coverage, I don't know if you ever heard of this company. It's called I think so, like DBaB, DBaB, like DBaB. It's pretty much don't be a bitch.
Oh, right on.
No. All right. So the truth is, I think I was covered at the time, but I just never went. And then I didn't get covered, and I wanted to go, and I never went. So once I get covered again, then I'll go. But so the only thing that I've noticed is when I strengthen the areas around it, then I feel it less.
Yeah. Same thing with my knee. They tell you have to have like strong supporting muscles around it, and your pain will be very limited.